Alright guys, welcome back to another video about the market. Once again, really random this week. I've got to say, really bizarre. I guess we'll go over the most basic things so far. Got another one of these screwdrivers that clearly come from some sort of car toolbox or something. It's got the double-sided. It's a bit rusted. It's not too bad though. And yeah, I'm gonna clean it up a bit. But yeah, I like this one because it said, where is it? There, made in Germany. Which, yeah, not sure if this maybe came out of a VW or a BMW or Mercedes, just any VW group. I don't know. Might not have even came out of a car, to be honest. But that's what I think it is. I've seen enough of them coming out of car toolkits that I would imagine it is. But another one, like I said a few weeks ago, and still not done it, that I'm going to do a toolkit for a car. So might use one of these, might not, might completely not use them, but who knows. We've got a couple of these old Stanley screwdrivers. Did the bigger one first. You see the logo there. And it's not too bad, to be honest. It is a bit worn, but it's not too bad. There we go. And it's got that tri handle, which I actually quite like. I think that's quite comfortable. And this one is much the same, almost identical, slightly different colour. It's more of a grey than a blue, and it's a size down. But they're nice. They're nice to be together, I guess. Sockets. Only got the one today. It's a no-name, chrome vanadium. However, it's one of these double-ended sockets. So it's a 1/2 inch drive in the middle, and then on both sides it's a socket. So on this side it's a 17, and then on this side it's a 19. Seen these a few times. Not my go-to type of socket. I prefer one socket. I know that, but like I said, I'm doing the car toolkit. I thought that something like this would be really good because it saves space. Instead of having two sockets, you have one. So, might keep it, might not. For the toolkit, I mean, I'll put this in my toolbox either way. But yeah, I thought it was interesting. Like I said, I have got a few of these over the years, but no idea where they are. Not my choice, but it'll come in handy. I guess we'll go over here to these ones. Bunch of punches. I don't typically use punches, so I'm not entirely sure if these are good or bad, new or old. This is a 3/16 footprint, which I don't think I've got any tools that have a foot on them, but there you go. Something new. So there's that one. This one, unfortunately, doesn't have any brand at all. Does match though in terms of being nice and silver. This one is Jador. Yeah, I might be wrong on these. They might not be punches. I don't know. This one's a proto, which is cool. Always nice to see. Now some people collect protos. It's a 1/2 inch. Professional. And it does say If I can get it to focus, right there. It does say USA, which is cool. Very nice. Now, the rest of it, I have no idea. I'm assuming they're machinist tools, but I don't know. This is definitely something that I will ask for help on. Yeah, I have no idea. Do you guys know what this is? Let me know. I have seen them before, but I've never used them, so I'm not entirely sure what it's for. Try to see if I can see a name on this one. This one says Jacob's No.1 key. So Jacob's No.1 key. I don't know who Jacob is. I don't know why he started a tool brand. I don't know why he did this. I don't know what it's for. Not off the top of my head. Like I said, I have seen these before. I just can't think of what or why. And as to the reason why I got these, quite simply, they intrigued me. And I'm a hoarder. And that's that's really what it comes down to. These ones kind of intrigued me a little bit more. I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see the logo. But these seem like it's got a drill bit on one side, a blade on the other, or a scribe or something, and screws that I'd imagine would change the depth of this, and then maybe loosen this and that'll go that. So if I had to guess, I would imagine this is for screwing a hole, like a hole saw or a hole drill or drill saw, whatever you call it. I don't do too much woodwork, but I'm assuming that's what that is for. Now, I might be completely wrong. I probably am. Any information on these guys would be great. I've said it before, I don't really like using Google. I'd prefer to have a conversation with somebody about some of this stuff. This was just in with these. No idea. Some sort of T-handle. But yeah, it just gets weirder because they're clearly drill bits of some sort. They don't look like taps or anything like that. This I have no idea. I do just think it's an old drill bit because it just seems like that to me. And I could be very wrong. You know, I have no idea. I'm not going to bullshit you and tell you what this is or go and Google it and then make out that I knew exactly what it is. I'm not that kind of guy. I will be honest and say I don't know what it is. And the lack of education and knowledge about these things is what got my curiosity to buy them in the first place, to pick them up. And these were all together, so whether they're meant to be used together or not used together, I have no idea. Curiosity got the better of me, I guess. But yeah, a strange haul, I must say. It is one of the stranger ones. It's nice to get something proto and Gador. Still don't know how to say it. Or I still can't pronounce it. But But yeah, those are nice. And the Stanley screwdrivers are cool. And this socket, I'm sure, will go to use in the car toolkit along with that screwdriver. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what these are. Like I said, I've seen them in the past. I've seen them in places I've worked, or people I know have had them, but I just can't think of what they are. And it's driving me a bit nuts, to be honest. So, if you guys have any information or any suggestions, let me know. But until then, I will see you in the next video.